Essential question. In what ways can advances in science be helpful or harmful? Read about how science has helped to make better food crops. Food fight. Is it safe to interfere with Mother Nature? An incredible thing is happening to our food. Some scientists are using a technique called genetic modification to make superior food crops. It involves altering a seed's genes. Genes are the instruction codes that all living things have inside their cells. A seed's genetic code sets what characteristics it will inherit when it grows into a plant. These could mean how big it will grow and the nutrients it will contain. For thousands of years, farmers made crops better by crossbreeding plants. They would add pollen from the sweetest melon plants to the flowers of plants that produced the biggest melons. This would make new plants with big, sweet melons. But this process does not always work. The cycle of crossbreeding can take years to get good results. But advances in gene science have created amazing shortcuts. Using new tools, scientists can put a gene from one living thing into another. That living thing could be a plant, a bacterium, a virus, or even an animal. These foods are called genetically modified foods, or GM foods. The goal of GM foods is to create foods that can survive insects or harsh conditions, or can grow faster. But are these advancements in agriculture good for us? Support for superfoods. Scientists believe the new techniques can create crops with a resistance to pests and disease. BT corn is a genetically modified corn. It has an insect-killing gene that comes from a bacterium. Farmers who grow BT corn can use fewer chemicals while they grow their crops. That is good for the farmer and the environment. Some superfoods are extra nutritious. Golden rice has been genetically modified with 3 different genes. One gene is a form of bacterium. The other 2 are from daffodils. The new genes help the rice to make a nutrient that prevents some forms of blindness. Superfoods. These foods may seem common, but did you know that the genetically modified versions have special powers? Rice. Rice contains phytic acid. Too much of this acid can be bad for people. A new type of rice has been bred with a low level of phytic acid. Salmon. To create supersized salmon, scientists changed the gene that controls growth. The genetically altered salmon grow twice as fast as their wild cousins. Tomatoes. Genetically engineered tomatoes can be picked when they are ripe and still not bruise when shipped. One food company tried to use an Arctic flounder fish gene to create a tomato that could survive frost. The fish tomato did not succeed. Safety issues. Many people have disagreed with the idea that GM foods are a good idea. They worry GM foods will hurt the environment and humans. One concern is that plants with new genes will crossbreed with weeds to make pesticide-resistant weeds. Another concern is that GM foods may trigger allergies. Genetically modified crops are prevalent in the U.S., but some people will not buy them because of health concerns. As a result, many companies avoid GM foods, although there is no physical evidence that they are unhealthy. Time will tell. Genetically modified foods have not hurt anyone. Most genetic researchers think that if troubles do crop up, they will be manageable. It is important to keep researching GM foods because these types of foods can better fight the world's chronic hunger problems. Hunger in Africa. MAP key, percentage of people that are not getting enough food. Lavender, over 35%. Peach, 20 to 34%. Gray, 10 to 19%. Yellow, 5 to 9%. Light green, less than 5%. Pink, not enough data.